Hello. The purpose of this video is to show a general overview about our project, a video game called Jump and Bump, that we were tasked to do by the Percussive Art Society in collaboration with Tec del Monterrey. We'll start off with the problem description, by which we mean the areas of opportunity that we identified in the presentations that Percussive Art Society kindly held for us so that we could familiarize ourselves with the subject. In these presentations, we identified two areas of opportunity that we wanted to work towards. These are injuries during long time exposure to high decibels or a manner of hearing loss, and physical injuries resulting from bad warm-ups or even avoiding doing warm-ups altogether.
Analyzing the society problematics, we decided to take action by modeling a platform video game that handled the importance of taking care of our ears, especially when you're a percussionist. And this video game will consist of obstacles, platforms, and rhythm that you'll have to follow. It will also contain a music track that you will hear worse and worse every time that you make a mistake. You will lose the capacity of optimal hearing by your lost hearing simulation. In each level, you will be given lives represented by headphones. And if you, for example, you're hit by a spike, you will only have two headphones and so on. This is made just to achieve one specific goal, that is data analysis. And this is helpful for the association.
The video game consists of 3 levels with increasing difficulty. The main character can also do 3 movements, which are jumping with spacebar, inverting gravity with the right bottom of the mouse, and restoring gravity with the left bottom of the mouse. This set of actions allow the player to follow the rhythm of the background music in each level. Also, the player has 3 lives for each attempt in the game. Lives are corresponded with a representation of a level of sound hearing loss reflected in the music. The music was equalized following an audiogram to simulate the hearing from a person with hearing loss. The less leaves the player has, the worse hearing loss will be. The web server allows Unity to communicate with the system database to retrieve and update information about the login, the attempts, and the user. This information is then analyzed to generate useful insights to the organization. The technologies that we used were Unity platform and the C# language from making the video game. For making the web server, we used Node.js and Express.js. From the database, we use Microsoft Azure and SQL Server. And from the data visualization, we use Tableau, HTML, and CSS.
The system architecture is confirmed by Unity, a backend server, a transactional database, data warehouse where the data is analyzed, Tableau where the data is showed, to finally the admin from PASS. I am going to demonstrate the connection to the remote server from Unity. So let us check in with this information. We send a request and we are now registered to the game. As we can see in the console, there was an insertion. Okay, so then we can play any level, or attempt is going to be registered into the database with the backend server. Okay, so we have ended. It has been registered in the database by the connection to the server. To check it has been correctly registered into the database, we have this row, which is the data which was inserted from Unity. And we have also the attempt which we made in level 1, which punctuation 12, and 2 lives with user David Free. Okay, so we are now inside the web page. It has the title Jump and Bump and the data visualization made by Tableau. So this is average score per age range, number of collectibles per geographic location, average of collectibles per age range, number of total attempts per age range, and number of collectibles per age range. We have also the average attempts per level, and finally a link to the documentation of the API from the backend, which shows the functions that are available for Unity to communicate.
Improvements to the system. The organization suggests to include a female character in our video game because people usually assume that percussionists are men, but this is false. By including a female character, we could increase the inclusion of female players and let other players to know that women also can be percussionists.
Regarding the summary of amount of effort, we have a total of 136 hours, divided in 10 hours of analysis of the problem and inception, 60 hours of game development, 16 hours of web server development, 30 hours of database creation, and 20 hours of documentation.
Hi, my name is Alan, and I'm a member of Jump and Bomb team. And in this time, I'm going to explain you guys how to play our video game. As you could see, we have the main menu in which we have a tutorial, credits, all the levels, and just the exit. I'm going to start with the tutorial, and in this we have all the controls to use to complete all the levels. In the controls, we have the options of change gravity, return gravity, and just jumping. Just jumping, changing gravity. We also can jump when the gravity is turned, and return gravity. I'm going to continue with the level 1. Oops. Well, as you could notice, every time I lose a headphone, the music gets worse. It refers to the hearing loss. I'm gonna continue with the level number 2. Well, as you could notice, each level is located in specific places. In the first scene, you could appreciate a quiet place, just a green field. And as the levels go up, these scenarios get louder and also more complicated. The second scenario is just a regular city, and finally, the third is a concert. In each level, as you could see, we have different music tracks. And I think that's all for me. Thank you for paying your attention, and thank you.